Good morning, my loves. I'm a little bit early this morning because I've just done a workout and the sky is just breathtakingly blue. The sun is out, and I thought I really want to go and have a shower and have my breakfast and do potter around the garden. So I thought I would do the live early and then I can go and have my breakfast and my shower and potter around in the garden. So hello, Julie Kubiak. I'm just going to do a little outdoorsy thing this morning. So I've got everything set up on the top patio. And I thought what we'd do this morning is we do a little bit of a message from the angels about what do you need to know right now in terms of, just your blessings, your next steps. What are important messages that you need to know? Good morning, Amanda Timms, Janine Smelt, hello there. So I've got my lavender out just for nice and calmingness. And look at the blossom on that tree. Isn't it fabulous? Just wanted to take a moment just to have some gratitude just for the miracle that is Mother Nature. And let me tell you, we don't often get really amazing weather like this in the UK. It just doesn't happen for us. So it's kind of a miracle. So we make the most of it. If you're a Brit watching this, you'll know what I'm talking about. We get the barbecues out, we get the shorts on. Even if it's only 15 degrees and there's a tiny little chink of blue sky, we're out there with the Barbie, aren't we? So I've got two of my favourite books here. When I Loved Myself Enough by Karen Macmillan, and I'm Kind of Awesome, a journal to celebrate the glory that is me, myself and I. So we're going to be doing a bit of page turning and giving you a message from those books. And then I've got my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty cards as well. I'm going to pull one of those for you. So just take a few moments to just enjoy the sounds of those beautiful birds singing those amazing songs for us. And I'm sorry, a little bit early. I just needed to make the very most of today, so I thought I'd pop on early and have a chat with you. So good morning to, let's say our good mornings, Trudy Deakin, Amanda Timms, Marianne Marianne, Linda, hello, in Queensland, Australia. I see amongst the sounds of the birds tweeting, you're going to hear people's lawnmowers going as well. All of the sounds of summer, right? Nevenka, you love lavender. Oh, I just have lavender all over my garden. I just adore it. I'm just gonna have a little. There you go, smelly vision. You feel all peaceful and calm now. Jane McGuinness, hello. Alison Plumley, hello. Sue Wood, good morning. Happy birthday. I didn't see your birthday come up as a notification yesterday, so I'm sorry I missed that. Cortaya Jackson, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Janet Ray, hello lovely. Hello to lovely Angela Davis. Good morning to the gorgeous Sarah Bolchin. Well, you're all gorgeous. I just need to point that out. Elaine Sagar, hello there. Are you having a coffee, Julie Kubiak, in your fancy coffee machine? And good evening from the Gold Coast to Christina Cunard. Hello Kim Clark from the Netherlands. Linda, there's no lawnmowers where you are, it's night time. Might get the odd night lawnmower happening, you never know. So I have to, before I start, just draw your attention to this amazing candle. It was $2.99. Can you believe it? It's like concrete, and it has a citronella candle inside it. But when the citronella burns away, I'm just going to melt the wax out of it and use it to put other candles in, because I just thought it was amazing. I could not believe it. I think I might try and get another one of those if I chance upon it. So anyway, let us talk about good morning to Anthony, good morning Michelle. So I want you to think about 1, 2 or 3, and I want you to take a deep breath in as you do. What is it that I need to know right now? What do my angels want me to know? There may have been questions surfacing in your mind lately where you're just thinking about something in particular and you'd really like some guidance, and maybe you're not getting intuitive thoughts about what next or what to do about this. So I hope to be your guide this morning with my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty deck. So I'm just going to take these out. So I want you to think about 1, 2 or 3 and hang around after I've done the card bit of the reading, because I'm going to be reading a quote from a book for you as well. All right. God bless you too, Anthony. Thank you so much for being so sweet. So this card in particular was poking through, wants to be seen today. So number 1, number 2, and number 3 jumped out, so we'll have that one. Let us take a look at number 1. So I chose this one as well, so this is my message too. And we have the busy bee. So there's 2 messages about this card. The first one is that it is number 20, and when we add 2 and 0 together we get 2. And the number 2 is about balance, it's about harmony and sweetness. You know, when you think about the bee, all of the bee's work is ultimately to create, you know, this beautiful beeswax and then the honey as well. And this is about the companionship. You know, the bee does not work alone, it has this hive that it's part of, but one person in particular. So this could be a message about love, that your angels are busy bringing love into your life. It could be a new soulmate relationship, or if you're already in an existing partnership, it could be breathing new love into that as well. So that's it, your angels getting busy on that front for you. This is also about, you know, where we put ourselves under pressure and we don't look back and we don't say, look what I've done already, look at the contribution I make, because every single bee in the hive has a purpose. And you know, we've seen that very important message in society of late, that we used to look up to people who were millionaires, who were slaying it, you know, like we'd look at them and go, oh, what did they do to do that? We watch shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We worship the altar of celebrity and wealth, and people who do what's considered to be an important job or an important achievement. And what has been absolutely wonderful is that we've been recognizing the importance of people who are unassuming, who do jobs that are low-key, that are in the background, that have suddenly become super important to us, and we're acknowledging those people now. So we're acknowledging the people who, you know, I went for a walk the other day and the streets were so clean. So somebody's going out there and sweeping them, because there's more people on the streets than I've ever seen lately. Lots of people walking around and doing their daily exercise. And yeah, the streets were super, super clean. So somebody's out there doing that. Somebody delivered my mail this morning, my lovely postman, who's very, very attractive, I have to say. And, you know, people who work in supermarkets, the NHS workers, the care home workers, people who are doing things to keep us all going. So we realise just what a blessing they are. And so this is about you recognising the contribution that you make, even if you're not working at the moment. You might be unemployed, you might be furloughed, you might be sitting there thinking, what value am I adding at the moment, being at home? You're adding so much to the world by keeping somebody else's spirits high, by being you, my darlings, and working on hibernating and working on your next steps. So just think back to all you've already achieved, and don't put pressure on yourself, because there'll be time enough for you to achieve the things that you need to achieve. So get busy being grateful for yourself, okay? Be grateful for being you and everything that you've done already. So the dulcet tones of somebody doing DIY as well, right on cue when I do my life. Isn't life great? So the next card, if you chose number 2, thank you, Anthony. Hello, Maria. Hello, Donna. Hello. Who else has joined me in between? Kelly Lyons, Sheila Alexandra. So then the second one, look at that, we've got 2s, all the 2s. Ooh. So number 22. This is the Master Healer card. And it's all about this angelic connection. So whilst I said to you before I chose the cards, what do your angels want you to know? Maybe you're not picking up on the guidance, the clues. They're saying to you, we're going to connect with you. We're going to bring you the answers that you seek. And this is all about being open to that guidance. It's coming in. Now the jewel here, so the twos again signifying we're bringing somebody into your life, an important soulmate. Now soulmates don't just come as romantic relationships, they come as friendships, family members, mentors, gurus, mentees. So you might be mentoring somebody, an important person coming into your life. And we've got double twos. So it's the double two is, you know, an even more powerful frequency of connection, connectedness to another person. It's also about double frequency of being in harmony and balance, so getting the balance right in your life. Sometimes this pause is exactly what you needed. Maybe the answer you're seeking is you're already in it. The question you're asking, you're already existing within the answer, and that is to press pause and to wait and to think and to get back in balance. Because maybe you were out of balance, maybe you'd lost that connection. Sometimes we get so embroiled in the physical and the material world, and we run around and we eat, sleep, work, repeat, and then we just, you know, we lose our connectedness. And I feel as though this has given us all the chance to really connect with something deep inside of us. So if you've been pondering on your next stage of your journey and you've been thinking about, maybe I should develop my psychic skills, maybe there's some kind of spiritual calling for me, this is absolutely a big thumbs up for you to say yes. You know, the jewel within you is waiting to be discovered. It's always been there, but it's coming out. It's coming out of you. Now if you like these cards, they are actually on my online shop. I'll do a quick plug for them. So these are my Oracle Wisdom and Beauty cards. So our third card, number 3, and we have number 8 for you, which is all about power, as above so below. So power isn't about necessarily just physical power, it's about mental power as well. It's about the power to stand your ground, it's about the power to walk away, the power to say nothing. You know, sometimes we want to blurt out, we want to rant. Sometimes we want to rant and vent. That's what I was trying to say, and I invented my own word. But it's about the nobility within us to say nothing. It's the keep calm and carry on spirit. It's the let it go, let it pass. Now, I think of sovereignty when I see this card, and this card is saying about, you know, be like the Queen of England. She never ever vents. She never gives interviews and goes, oh, I'm sick of the press making things up. I'm so unhappy that Harry decided to move to the USA. She doesn't say anything, and it's in the saying nothing, it's in the silence that gives her the greatest power. She's such a powerful lady. She's such an inspiration. She spoke yesterday because it was Victory in Europe Day. It was VE Day, 75 years of peace in Europe, and all of the allies who helped us with that. It was a wonderful celebration yesterday. My neighbours were pumping out all of these wartime songs. It was fantastic. I sat in the garden and they were singing along to Roll Out the Barrel. So this is, you know, the Queen gave this amazing speech about we'll meet again. Oh, she had me tears in my eyes, my heart was in my mouth. Oh, it was just so beautiful. So you know, it's about us owning our sovereignty and our power. We're powerful. We don't need anything to give us that power. Sometimes we want a job title. Who am I if I can't have this job title? Who am I if I don't have this particular car or this house or this amount of money? If I can't brag on Facebook about these things, if I have nothing to say. But you are everything. You're super powerful. So grab that power now. Get creative and curious. Your power lies within you, making the very best of your life. Make the rest of your life the best of your life, my loves. That's what this card is saying. It's all this sacral chakra energy. It's saying, what are you passionate about? It doesn't matter whether other people like it and approve of it. It's all about what you like and approve of, and what you are excited about, what you want to get curious about. Look into it. You don't need my permission or anyone else's. You just need to go for it. And you know, sometimes we can't afford to do the things that we're passionate about, can we? And there might be a particular course of study that you want to do, and you might think, I can't afford that. Well, this card is saying you have the power to ask for that, to ask the universe. I did this the other day. I needed some money for something, and I asked, and when I woke up in the morning, I had it in my bank account. Somebody ordered one of my most expensive readings. Thank you to the lady who did that. And it is so amazing, the power that you have, and the power of prayer, and the power of asking the universe, to asking your angels to co-create with you, saying, come on angels, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to help me out here. So Linda's passionate about finding you. I hope you do find you. It's going to be a continuous journey, but it's going to be a beautiful one, because there's so much to discover about you, Linda, because you're multifaceted, you're amazing. The depths to you are just endless. So on that note, we're going to delve into the journal of I'm Kind of Awesome, a journal to celebrate the glory that is me, myself, and I. I'm not getting emotional, my throat's going. My throat chakra needs clearing. Let me just have a little sip of water. So I went to the Saatchi Gallery a couple of years ago with Mr. Loveday when we were together. It was a beautiful time. We went to London. We went to the beautiful Saatchi Gallery, and I found this in the shop. It's a blank journal. I haven't written it in it yet. Well, maybe I have. Have I written in it yet? No, I haven't. I need to do that today. I want to write in it. But it has some amazing quotes in it, and I'm a queen of quotes. I love them. I collect them. I just drool over them. So I'm going to get a quote for you, and we're also going to get a quote from this book as well. So if you chose number 1, I want you to stick with your first number, okay? So we've got green of the heart chakra, and it says, it was possible to feel superior to other people and like a misfit at the same time. Jeffrey Eguides? I can't pronounce that anyway. It was possible to feel superior to other people and like a misfit at the same time. This is so funny. This is like emotion swings, you know. So sometimes we feel like we're better than other people, and then other times we feel like we're rubbish, don't we? And it can all happen within the same 5 minutes. We can be feeling like, yeah, I'm slaying life, and then other times we can be like, I'm a misfit, I don't fit in. But you know, here's to the misfits. And you know, we're all in our own lane, and we're not superior. We're all connected. And sometimes when there are things that we don't like about somebody else, it's usually because they are holding the mirror up to us, because there's something about our own personality we don't like. So that's your message. Number 2, more green. Confidence has nothing to do with ability. Why have they got such complicated names? Augustine Burroughs. Confidence has nothing to do with ability. So yeah, you know, you fake it till you make it. That's what they say, isn't it? So maybe you've been waiting for an excuse. You know, I'm not qualified enough. I don't have a qualification. I don't have experience. I'm not good enough. I need to you know, do this, I need to do that. You've been sort of making excuses. Well, it's time to get into your confidence, because where does anybody start unless you just do it? Just do it. And then number 3, I am a champion and you're gonna hear me roar. Katy Perry. Oh yeah, I love that song. I am a champion and you're gonna hear me roar. Can I hear you roar? Say, look, you can't make this up, can you? Rawr. Oh my goodness, sometimes I am so silly. Alright, so you are the champion. So we're going to have a quote from this beautiful book, and this is a book by Kim Macmillan. Now this lady wrote all these things down in a journal, and then she died. I think she died of cancer, but she sadly passed, and her daughter Alison Macmillan pulled together all of these things that her mother had written, and she got them published into this beautiful little book that is a legacy to her mom, and I love it. And she sold a lot of copies of this and gave the money to charity. So this book has extra poignancy. A simple book, or beautiful simple book, that illuminates the important things in life. So, are you ready? number one, when I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. Now, I'm not going to explain that to you. I'm going to let you sit with that because that is something you need to know right now. When I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. And so it is. So, number two. When I loved myself enough, I quit trying to impress my brother. Isn't that funny? You know, we try and impress people. When you love yourself enough, you're just trying to impress yourself. You don't need to impress anybody, you just are. And you're so fabulous. And then finally, number three. When I loved myself enough, I began walking and taking the stairs every chance I got and choosing the scenic route. How beautiful. When I loved myself enough, I began walking, taking the stairs every chance I got and choosing the scenic route. How beautiful. So I want to leave you with the message of this. Read it. Read those words and say that to yourself today, because you're kind of awesome. So lots of love to you, my loves, today and every day. Enjoy this beautiful day and ponder on those messages because you need to hear them right now. I'm going to go get a shower now because I'm all sweaty. I'll leave you with that lovely thought. Bye for now, my loves.